appreciate what Morgan said, the platform of influence, and then later here, identifying via AI or something, okay, how are we gonna approach this? The challenge is, in an environment where you have such division, you have whataboutism, and this whole idea, and you have even among journalists this idea, well, we've got to listen to both sides. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't necessarily listen to both sides, but they're not necessarily equal. A great example of that is recently, Biden has 10 classified documents, or maybe 15, maybe even 20, but it's not 10 bookcases full of information, and it's not like he resisted anyone coming in and taking it. In fact, he said, no, please take it. I don't want anything to do with it. Again, you have that situation. I also like the idea, again, of sort of what is the key influence in this. And I feel like if we're trying to find someone who represents key influence, then we're already looking at influencers, intermediaries, a sub-bracket. And this is the biggest challenge, is kind of confusing or mixing means with the end. And suddenly, again, somebody's whose career revenue stream is based on being an influencer, they can say, well, how can I maximize that? I'm going to be a chief influencer, a celebrity, something like that. And so now, rather than the end result which you want, which is somebody to define a particular position, you're now looking at the influencer. And so again, that whole challenge of we want to focus on the ends. We want a direct connection. We talked as well about transparency. And I think this is great in terms of creating an environment where there is transparency. But then now we're talking about bottoms up, and then who's going to lead this? Is the leader coming from the bottom? Then automatically they have, again, you're talking about means versus the end. So again, the greater challenge with this is, I think, maintaining transparency, maintaining order without necessarily infusing a hierarchy. And again, part of Bitcoin, part of all of this is to, in many respects, you'd say not to have a hierarchy, but in a way, it's supplanting one hierarchy with another. Okay.
Right on.
We're done here. Any questions? No?
All right.